217-9050. And if you want to email your text check-in, that is text@ecr.radio. Let's take some mobile check-ins. Mobiles only, call signs twice.
8 Sierra Tango Juliet, Whiskey 8 Sierra Tango Juliet, mobile.
Kilo 4, Kilo Zulu Zulu, KK4, KZZ, mobile.
W8 NJT, Whiskey 8 November Juliet Tango.
Okay, we'll acknowledge Steve, W8 STJ, Mark, KK4 KZZ, Nick, W8 NJT. Any other mobiles? Nothing heard. Let's go to Steve, W8 STJ. Do you have a swimming pool?
Hey, good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicki. Good morning to everybody here on the Morning Brew, and happy Friday. And the answer is no, do not have a swimming pool. But if I live down south, I might, where you have a little more time of the year to use it, I might consider getting one. But the answer for me is no. Hope everybody has a great day ahead and a safe weekend ahead. This is W8 STJ.
Very good, Steve. I'm sure those up here that do have them are really enjoying them this year. Have a good weekend. Mark, KK4 KZZ.
Morning, TGIF. And no, I do not have a swimming pool. And when I did, I didn't use it as much as I would have liked. So, nope, not any longer. Hope everyone has a great weekend. And I'll send it back to Net, KK4 KZZ.
Thank you, Mark. Hope you have a nice weekend as well, and appreciate you checking in. Nick, W8 NJT. Good morning.
Morning, everybody on that. We do not. We had plans to, and then some things changed with how insurance came out at work, costing a little bit extra money, and we lost all of our good spending money. W8 NGT, back in control.
Yeah, sometimes the insurance is more of a headache than having the pool. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you being here. See, we also have Ben, WD8CZP, via the text line checked in. Do we have any other mobiles? Mobiles only.
Kilo Bravo 1 Oscar Delta Oscar. KB1 ODO mobile in and out. W4 PPX, W4 PPX mobile.
Kilo 4 Victor Tango KK4 VQQ via Echolink Mobile. Alright, we'll hold up there. We'll acknowledge Andy, KB1 ODO is in and out. Thank you for stopping by. We have Don, W4 PPX, and Bruce, KK4 VTT. And also a check-in via text line, K1MCOJ. Let's go to Don, W4 PPX. Good morning.
Morning, everybody on the brew crew this morning. I didn't catch the question for the day. I just got mobile right now.
No problem. Do you have a swimming pool?
Yes, I do. It's called the Atlantic Ocean. It's right off the coast down here.
Very good, Don. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate checking in. Bruce, KK4VTT.
Good morning, one. Good morning, all. Have a great weekend. No, I don't have a pool at my house, but my brother-in-law, a few blocks away, has a... And that's where we barbecue and pool every weekend during the summer. It's really nice and hot and sunny down here in Florida. Hey, you guys have a great day out there. Enjoy the weekend. Thanks for letting me have some fun, and thank you guys for everything you do behind the scenes. Kilo 4, Victor Tango Tango, Lake Baldwin, VA Hospital. Thanks.
Well, thank you, Bruce. We appreciate you being here, and hope you have a great weekend as well. Let's go up top of the list here to Roy, KA8 BYU. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, and everybody on the brew. KA8 BYU. That would be negative. No pool here, unfortunately. But, oh well. It doesn't bother me all that much. I can always find one down at the senior center or something like that if I want to go swimming. Catch you later. Back to you.
Very good, Roy. Yeah, I don't swim like I used to, and like you say, can always find a place to go. Have a great weekend. Jimmy, Katie and Diane, YUZ, good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Jeff and Vicky and everybody out there listening. No pool here for me. Everybody have a great weekend. KD9 YUZ, back to net.
Yeah, very good, Jimmy. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you checking in. David, N6QDY, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bill, Vicky, the Blue Crew, and everybody in the Zoom room, N6QDY. No pool here. No for that answer. And I had a great time in the Ask an Elmer, Be an Elmer last night in the Zoom room. That was kind of neat. Back to net control. Everybody have a great weekend. N6QDY.
Yeah, very good, David. Yeah, they were talking about it this morning in the Zoom room, and said it went pretty well last night. Appreciate you joining us so early, and hope you have a great weekend. Keith, W9QJQ.
Well, good morning, Bill, Vicky, and Jeff, everybody else on the net. Well, when the kids are around, I'm an empty nester, been one for a while, but we thought about it, but good God, I've seen my neighbors, my friends, it's like raising children, man, in the pool. You got to keep up with it, chemicals, and so, nope, that's a big fat no. No pool here.
Very good, Keith. Yeah, that's the downside, taking care of the thing. Have a great weekend. Let's go to Ray, N3DQD. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the net in there this morning. No, we do not have a pool here. N3DQD back to net.
Yeah, very good, Ray. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you checking in. Adam, W9AFK.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Well, we have a retention tank that's 20 feet by 30 feet sunk into the ground, so no, we don't have a pool because there's like no place to put it in the backyard. W9AFK back to net.
Yeah, very good, Adam. Yeah, that's the other thing, having the space for a pool. Have a great weekend. This N2BH, let's go to Robert, KJ4ZFM.
Well, good morning to everyone on the Brew Crew, and I hope everyone had a blessed day yesterday and had a great evening. Yeah, I do happen to have a pool. Yes, I do have a pool. I have two pools, one here in Pennsylvania and the other one in Florida. Kilo Jupiter 4, hope everyone has a blessed day.
Yeah, very good, Robert. Hope you're having a good time there, and appreciate checking in. Gil, K4GDS, good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and all my friends on the Morning Brew. We bounce around from campground to campground, but pretty much all of them have a cement pond. So you can put me down for a yes. K4GDS, back to net.
The cement pond. Very good, Gil. Hope you have a great weekend. Wayne, KC2NJV, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. KC2NJV here. Well, I think Dan said there's the Atlantic Ocean, where I actually live on the water, and if I step off my dock, I'm in the water. So if you want to make that a yes, otherwise I have no official swimming pool. Have a great weekend.
That sounds nice, Wayne. Hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate checking in with us. Greg, KB3EYR.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicky, everyone on the crew this morning. This is KB3EYR. Affirmative to the question, we do have a swimming pool. However, I think I spend more time taking care of it than I do actually using it. But I guess on the flip side of that, the wife and kids get a lot of enjoyment out of it. So there you go. Back to net control. Have a great day.
Yeah, keeping the kids happy, that's a big thing. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you being here. Joe, KM4WZD.
Well, hey, good morning, Bill. Good morning to Vicky. Good morning to everybody. No, we do not have a pool here at the house. We live on a small residential air park. We're one of only 9 families. But down by the runway, there's a clubhouse, and by the clubhouse there is a pool. So that's where we would take the kids to splash around when they were younger, and I could watch the planes take off and land. It was kind of a good thing. So with that, we didn't need to have our own pool, so we elected not to get one. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I hope you are too. It's KM4 WZD, back to net.
Yeah, very good, Joe. Yeah, kind of looking forward to the weekend, but we're going to have another heat wave up here. We're going to have 4 or 5 days, mid-90s, and yeah, it's a little more than what we'd like. Have a great weekend. Charles, KD2YUI, good morning.
Good morning, sir, and good morning, everybody listening in the brew this morning. Yes, I do have a pool at the house, and the family camp was on a lake, too. So we have 2 locations we can jump in and stay cool. 73, all back to net control, KD2YUI.
Charles, and it sounds like somebody is waiting for a snack. Have a great weekend. Chuck, W3CVE, good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and everybody on the crew. Put me down for no, Bill, and have a great day. W3CVE.
Yeah, no it is, and thank you, and hope you have a great weekend. Ben, WD8CZP, good morning.
Good morning, Bill, and everyone in the Zoom, and everyone on the Morning Brew. Yes, here at the campground in Winter Haven, Florida, I do have a pool available to me, and most of the campgrounds I go to, so definitely been taking advantage of that. In between when we close the pool because of lightning strikes. And I'm just kind of waiting for somebody to chime in that they have an old Siemens and water tower a la Petticoat Junction. WD8CZD. Back to net.
Very good, Ben. Yeah, bringing back some of the old TV shows. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you checking in. Let's see, we have some more text check-ins. We have Mark, KE2EDS, Jason, K4KU, Hale, K8BAC. Let's take some general check-ins, now we'll come back to these guys. Call signs twice.
Echo 3, Tango Golf November. Victor Echo 3, Tango Golf November. Windsor, Ontario, Canada.
Kilo Charlie 5, Charlie Zulu X-Ray, KC5CZX Mobile.
AQ4, ORK, Kilo, Quebec 4, Oscar, Romeo Kilo, Mobile.
Kilo Charlie 3, Alpha Victor. Kilo Charlie 3, Alpha Victor.
Kilo Delta 8, Mike Golf November. Kilo Delta 8, Mike Golf November, Mobile.
It's that kilowatt 1 juicy tomato, VK1JT, Canberra, Australia.
N5TIN, November 5, Tango India, November.
NY1US, NY1US.
All right, we'll hold up there. That's a pretty good list. I think we got everybody. Via text line, we had Charlie, NA2B. We have Tim, VE3TGN. Daryl, KC5CZX in the mobile. Barry, KQ4ORK in the mobile. KC3LAV, Mike. KB2POB, Patrick. KD8MGN, Kurt in the mobile. VK1JT, John. N5TIMN, Steve. And NY1US, Norm. If we missed you, come with your call sign twice.
Kilo Zulu 4, Juliet, November. Kilo Zulu 4, Juliet, November, Mobile.
Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot, X-Ray Bravo. Kilo Juliet EX 5, listening at work. Mike Echo Lima, Jose. November 4, Romeo Sierra Mike. November 4, Romeo Sierra Mike.
Okay, let's hold up there a minute. We have Richard, N4 RSM, Jose, KJ5MEL. We had a double there. We had a VE3. Could you give us your call sign?
VE3FEX. VE3FEX. In and out, listening at work.
Yeah, very good, Bentley. Thank you for the correction, and hope you have a great weekend. And we have Anders in the mobile, KZ4JN. Let's go up to Daryl in Lubbock, Texas, KC5CZX. The question of the day is, do you have a swimming pool where you live?
Morning to everybody on the brew. No, we do not have a swimming pool. I just got off work and I'm not feeling very well, so I'm going to head home. Catch y'all later. KC5CZX.
Yeah, very good, Daryl. Hope you get rested up there and get feeling better. Not a good way to spend the weekend. Thanks for checking in. Barry, KQ4 ORK, good morning.
Good morning and a happy Friday to everybody on the Brew Crew. Love what you guys do. Enjoy trying to get in. Thanks for picking me up. As others have said, I do own a pool. I spend more time taking care of it than I do getting in it. But it's lovely to have. Hope everybody has a great weekend. 73 and back to net control. KQ4, ORK in the mobile.
Well, thank you, Barry. We appreciate you being here, and hope you have a great weekend as well. Kurt, KDA MGM.
Good morning. This is Kilo Delta 8, Mike Golf November. Kurt in the mobile, currently in Livonia, Michigan, 7:23 a.m. Going to be a hot Stevie day today. No pool. I went and bought one of those plastic things for the dogs. And, it's supposed to be pretty hot today and humid. We'll see if we can get up today. Thanks for being out there tonight. This morning, Kilo Delta 8, Mike Golf November, back to net.
Well, it's nice that you take care of the pets. Have a great weekend. Appreciate checking in. Anders, KZ4JN, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, my wife and I do have a pool. When we had a lot of foster kids and stuff like that, we used a lot. Nowadays, we use it very little, and that's one of the reasons we're looking to move. I hope everyone has a great day and an even better weekend. I'm sending it back to net control. Kilo Zulu 4, Juliet.
Well, thank you, Anders. Hope you have a great weekend as well, and as always, appreciate you checking in. Let's send to BH. Let's go back up the list here. Jay, K1MCO, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you and good morning to everybody on the net. This is K1MCOJ in Orlando, and put me on the no side. No pool for me. I used to own one back in the day, but on this current house, no. Have a great day, have a great weekend, and send it back to net. K1MCO.
Very good, Jay. Hope you have a good weekend as well, and appreciate you being here. Up next, one of the open mic night hosts, Mark, KE2EDS. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Vicki and the rest of the crew. It's a no here. We did have a pool in the day when the kids were young. Removed the pool and put in a fire pit. Have a great day. KE2EDS.
Got together this morning and playing this. We have Jason, the other half of the open mic night, K4KU. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, everybody on the Morning Brew. Hey, best laid plans work out great. Anyway, I do have access to a pool here. I am in a condo, and the good part is I don't have to maintain it. The bad part is I have to share it with all of my neighbors. This is K4KU, back to net control.
Yeah, there's the upside and downside to having a pool, I guess. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later. Ale, one of our hosts, K8BAC. Good morning.
Morning, Bill. Vicki, everybody on the Brew Crew. We used to have a pool. Don't anymore. The kids all moved out. I found myself standing out there throwing a bunch of money in a big pot of water and nobody really using it, so got rid of it. There are days, like few this summer we've had, where I wish I had it back, but yeah, I could always just pour a bucket of water over my head, be a lot cheaper. Back to you, KABAC.
Or like his kids set the sprinkler up in the yard and run around. Let's see. Nail's the host of the 40 meter net, which is tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., 7.245. If you have HF, come join him. Have a great weekend. Charlie and Bertie, NA2B, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Bill. Vicki, everybody on the net for Bertie and I here in Tampa Bay. very pleasant, 77 this morning. Had a nice rainstorm yesterday evening. That natural air conditioning kicked in. It dropped the temperature like 10 or 12 degrees. It was pretty awesome. Response to the question, we'd have to say yes. We have several community pools in our association that we live in, our community. So directly in the house, no, but in the association we have 3 or 4 pools that we have direct access to. Thanks for what you do, and thanks for starting our day every day. N2BH, NA2B, back to that.
Yeah, very good, Charlie. You put it down for yes, and we appreciate you being here. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Tim, VE3TGN, good morning.
Well, and everybody on the brew, it's Tim. There at Tango India Mike. No, we don't have any pool. We live in a high-rise apartment there in Forest Grade there. Have a good net, and thanks for being there. VE3TGN, that's clear, and have a good weekend.
Oh, thank you, Tim. Hope you have a great weekend as well, and as always, appreciate you being here. Mike, KC3LAV, good morning.
And a fine good morning to the crew and everyone in there. Yes, indeed, it's beautiful here in Lancaster County. This is KC3LAV. Kilo Charlie 3 Lima Alpha Victor Mike in Warwick Township, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, and we'll answer negative to the question today. Thank you very much and enjoy this day, and please, please, please stay hydrated. KC3LAV clear.
Very good, Mike. Yeah, it is a beautiful morning. We're starting out 60 degrees. We're up to 64 already, but yeah, it's nice to have the windows open, and hope you have a great weekend. Patrick, KB2 POB.
Everyone, I bought a house with a pool a few years ago, but then the town informed me there was no permit for it, so I ripped it down. So put me down as a no. Back to net. Have a good weekend. KB2 POB.
Yeah, I hate when that red tape gets in the way, and hope you have a great weekend. Appreciate you checking in. Let's go way over to Australia. VK1JT, John, good evening. VK1JT, John, you with us? Yeah, we'll put them down as in and out. Let's go to Steve, N5TIN. Good morning.
Well, good morning, everybody from Texas. Hope everyone's set up for a good weekend. Pool, well, I owned a house with a pool once and discovered it was a hole you poured money into. Sold that house, moved elsewhere. That's about it for me on the pool subject. Everybody have a great weekend. N5TIN, back to net.
Yeah, like a lot of hobbies, owning a boat, ham radio. Have a great weekend. Norm, NY1US, good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Vicki and everybody on the crew today. And we have a pool, but we haven't used it in years and years, so we're going to have to get it removed. It's nobody to use it. So anyway, everybody have a good weekend, and we'll catch you on Monday. Thanks, Bill, and NY1US.
Yeah, very good, Norm. Hope you have a great weekend as well, and as always, appreciate you being here. Jose, KJ5MEL.
Good morning to everybody. Good morning, everybody, and happy day to you. Thank you, Bill and Vicky. No, yeah, well, I live in an apartment, so pool is provided. Don't use much of it, but it's a beautiful pool. Every once in a while, the grandchildren will come visit, and they get to enjoy it. And I'll jump in with them every once in a while. It's okay to have. And have a great weekend. Bless you all.
Well, thank you, Jose. We put you in the S column, and hope you have a great weekend. Richard, N4RSM, good morning.
Brew Crew, this is Richard in Sumter, South Carolina. No, I've never had a pool. Never had a pool. I always thought the next best thing is a neighbor with a pool. Y'all have a good, safe weekend. Thanks for running this net. 73.
Very good, Richard. And yes, that's true. Have a great weekend. We have some text check-ins. We have Douglas, KC0EQA, Mark, N0CKV, Jason, KE2EAU, Rod, WD8KOB, Bob, W3ICQ, James, AA5JW, and we just got Bill, W8WHK. It looks like James might be mobile. Do you have a swimming pool?
Well, good morning, Bill and Vicky and everybody on the net. This is Alpha 5. We had Whiskey Mobile, James in Spring Mobile into Houston for work today. We survived. It's Friday. To the question at hand, no, I do not own a swimming pool. I rent a swimming pool. I go to the gym and swim at that pool, and it's great because I don't ever have to mess with the chemicals or get it cleaned or do any of that stuff. With that, I'll say it's 7-3, hand it back to Ned. Everybody have a blessed day and stay safe out there. This is Alpha 5, Juliet Whiskey Mobile. We'll be monitoring.
Oh, thank you, James. Drive safe, and hope you have a great weekend. Douglas, KC0EQA.
Well, good morning to everybody on the Brew Crew. This is KC0EQA. Not too much going on here in Hastings and stuff. Nice and warm. Sticky this morning again. But anyway, no, I don't have a pool. Used to when I lived in a trailer court, but they never maintained it very well and stuff like that for the grandkids. But anyway, other than that, don't have anything else. KC0EQA.
Very good, Douglas. Hope you have a great weekend and appreciate you checking in. Let's go to Mark, N0CKV. Good morning.
Morning, Bill, Vicky, and Brew Crew. No, I do not have a swimming pool. Wish I did. We've got a heat advisory for today. It'd be really nice, but unfortunately, I don't. And 0CKV back to net.
Very good, Mark. Hope you have a great weekend and appreciate checking in. Jason, KE2EAU.
Good morning. Not having a swimming pool at my house, but a seasonal campground where we stay during. So we'll be enjoying that this weekend. Looks like it's going to be hot. Hope everybody has a great weekend. And back to net control, KE2EAU, clear.
Well, thank you, Jason. Hope you have a good weekend and yeah, enjoy that pool this weekend. Rod, WD8KOB.
This is WD8KOB. Well, good morning, Ned.
And I had a pool when the kids were small, but that's been years ago. No pool. They are a money pit. Anyway, this is my first check-in on the East Coast Reflectors. Hope you guys all have a great weekend from West Virginia. WDA KOB.
Well, thank you, Rod. Hope you're become a regular, and hope you have a great weekend as well, and thanks for checking in. Bob, W3ICQ.
Good morning, everybody. No, I don't have a pool on my property, although the development that I live in, about 1,000 homes, has a huge pool in its rec center. So I don't know if that's a yes or a no, but whatever you want to put down, that's fine with me. Hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. This is Bob in Central Florida, W3ICQ, back to the net.
Very good, Bob. We'll put you in the yes column. You have access to it, and hope you enjoy it. Have a great weekend. Bill, WHK, good morning.
Good morning. It's 75 degrees, clear skies. It's a beautiful day. Going to rain this afternoon like it does every afternoon. We do not own a pool. Here at the park, the Heritage here, we have a pool, very nice pool over by a recreation center, and there's a jacuzzi right next to it. And we do have a lake, right? It's probably about 20 feet from our back door, but nobody ever swims in it because we usually get alligators in it, and it's against the law to feed the alligators. But it's a nice lake and a beautiful pool, well kept. This is W8WHK, and everybody have a great weekend. 7-3.
Very good, Bill. Hope you have a great weekend as well, and sounds like you got it all covered there. Let's see, via text line we have Randy, W2RBC. We'll get back to you in a second. Let's take some general check-ins, call signs twice.
Kilo Juliet 5, Delta X-Ray Bravo. Kilo Juliet 5, Delta X-Ray Bravo.
KF8 EID, 8 EID mobile.
Echo 3 Tango Charlie Sierra. VE3 TCS Tim East Windsor.
Kilo 4, Delta India Yankee.
November 9, Echo Hotel Tango, NIDHC, in and out. 2 Tango Victor.
Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Tango Juliet. Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Tango Juliet, in and out.
Kilo Echo 8, Sierra Mike November, KE8 SMN.
Victor Hotel Mobile, in and out.
Okay, the last station was mobile, Victor Hotel. That's all we got. Could you give us your call sign?
Delta 2, that's Victor Hotel. Kilo Delta 2, that's Victor Hotel. Mobile, in and out.
Thank you, Jeff. We got it that time. Hope you have a great weekend. Well, let's acknowledge this list. We have Frank, KJ5DXB, Terrence on the mobile, KF8 EID, Tim, VE3 TCS, Gene, KK4 DIY. Doug, N90HT was in and out. Thank you for stopping by. Bob, K2TV. Junzik, VA3KTJ was in and out. Hope you have a great weekend. And Jeff, KE8SMN. And Jeff, KD2ZVH was in and out. Anybody else? Call signs twice.
Kilo 9, Delta Quebec, mobile. Kilo 9, Delta Quebec, mobile.
Kilo Golf 0, India November Sierra, KG 0, INS.
Kilo Charlie 2, Papa Echo Tango, KG2 PET.
Kilo Juliet 5, Lima Victor November, no traffic.
Last station, could you give us your call sign again, please?
Whiskey 2, Alpha, Trooper.
November, Kilo Juliet 5, Lima Victor November, David, no traffic.
Okay, believe it was Kate. The station with LN, could you give it to us again, please?
KJ5 LVN. KJ5 LVN.
Yeah, we got it, David. We'll get back to you in a minute here. We have Anthony, W2AJV. Ivan via the text line, KE2EGF. Tony, W2KJV. Ross, KC2PET. And Kirk, KG0INS. Let's go up to our mobiles here. Let's go to Terrence, KF8EID. Do you have a swimming pool where you live?
Hey, good morning to everyone. I do not have a swimming pool, and my kids remind me of that regularly, especially this summer. This is KF8, back to net.
Yeah, it's definitely a summer to have one. Have a great weekend. Thank you for checking in. Let's go to AL, K9DQ in the mobile. K9DQ, AL, you still with us? That might have been in and out. Let's go up to Randy, one of our team members, W2RBC. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and everyone on the Morning Brew. No, I don't have a swimming pool. I had one years ago, but it was just too much work to maintain here in the northern latitudes. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Back to net control, 73 to all, W2RBC.
Oh, thank you, Randy. Hope you have a great weekend as well, and we'll talk to you a little later. Frank, KJ5DXB, good morning.
KJ5DXB, good morning to you, Bill, Vicky, and everybody in the brew crew. I would be a no on that one. Thank you for the check-in. Everybody have a great weekend. KJ5DXB, back to you, Bill.
Well, thank you, Frank. Hope you have a great weekend as well, and appreciate you checking in. Tim, VE3TCS, good morning.
Good morning, VE3 TCS, Tim in East Windsor here. No, sir, we do not have a pool. I'm not interested in the expense and the time wasted trying to keep the thing sparkling clean. Anyhow, back to net. Everybody enjoy their weekend from VE3 TCS. Over.
Can certainly understand that. Hope you have a great weekend as well. Gene, KK4 DIY. Good morning, Kilo 4, Delta India Yankee, Gene in Homosassa, Florida. Well, we have 2 pools in the neighborhood where we live, and they're very well taken care of, and so that's what we use. I'm happy that we don't have to take care of it. KK4 DIY, thanks a lot. Yeah, very good. That's the best part. You don't have to take care of it. Have a great weekend. Bob, K2 TV.
Good morning, Bill, and good morning to Vicky and the Brew Crew. We do have a pool. Everyone have a nice weekend. This is K2 TV.
Well, thank you, Bob. Hope you have a great weekend as well. Jeff, KE8SMN.
Good morning, Brew Crew. This is KE8SMN. Put me in the no column. KE8SMN, back to net.
No, it is. Have a great weekend. Appreciate you checking in. Kirk, KG0INS. Looks like you're new to the system. Welcome.
I am currently in the hospital here in Portland, Oregon, recovering from a bout of diabetes, ketoacidosis. So it is, maybe 5 a.m. here, so it's way earlier than I should be up. But anyway, I do not own a pool, and other than that, I'm supposed to get out of this zoo today. So anyway, y'all take care. 7-3.
Well, sorry to hear that, Kirk, and hopefully you get sprung today. And we're here Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you go to eastcoastreflector.com, you'll see what we're all about. And, man, appreciate you checking in so early and even from the hospital. Good luck. Let's go to Ross, KC2PET.
Good morning, everybody in the Brew Crew. Can mark me down? Yes, I do have a pool. The wife and the kids seem to enjoy it. So, heck to you now.
Yeah, very good, Ross. Hope you have a great weekend. This N2BH, let's go to one of our team members, Tony, W2KJV. Good morning.
Vicky, good morning everyone on the Morning Brew. Tony here in Homosassa. 79 degrees, 91% humidity. I wish I had a pool. No, I don't have one. It would have been great to have one this year. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Back to you, Bill. 7-3, W2KJV.
Very good, Tony. It certainly is summer to have one. Have a great weekend. Ivan, KE2EGF. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, and everyone else in the Brew Crew. This is Ivan, KE2EGF. To answer the question, I do not have a swimming pool, but my aunt and uncle do. That's what we usually go to. We cannot put a swimming pool in our backyard because of the fact that it is not level at all. It's the exact opposite of level. We do not have a flat backyard, but the neighbors that lived here before somehow put in a collapsible swimming pool, and I have no idea how they actually did that. But in the place of that, we have a bonfire at the moment. Well, like a fire pit to do bonfires at. Yeah, we're just fine with my my aunt's pool there. And yeah, I'm playing with the cat right now. He is trying to get my handheld antenna here, so I'm going to say 73. This is KDWGF, back to net control.
Yeah, very good, Ivan. It sounds like you have a nice backyard for winter. It goes sledding and stuff. And Ivan is one of the hosts for YouthNet occasionally when he's not busy, which is tonight, 8 o'clock. David, KJ5LVN. Looks like you're new to the system. Welcome.
Yes, hello. I just recently found you guys, and I'm new to the ham radio thing. I just passed my general's test just the other day, at the end of July it was, and so I'm new to ham radio, and I just recently found your res chat, so that was pretty neat. And so I'm in Hopewell, Oklahoma, and so I'm pretty close by, and so I just did a first-time listener, and I'm just going to be sitting there listening and checking it out. And when I got more to say, I'll be sure to chime in. Over. KJ5LBN.
Well, we're glad you found us, and we have a question of the day every morning, and that is, do you have a swimming pool?
No pool. They're too expensive. Over.
Very good, David. Congratulations on the general, and looks like you don't have a public email on QRZ. If you put one in there, you'll get a welcome letter from us. And we're here Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Time, except for holidays. And if you go to eastcoastreflector.com, you'll see what we're all about. It has all our different nets and a lot of good information there to help you become a regular. Anthony, W2AJV, good morning.
Evening. Good evening. Oh, morning. This is Whiskey. Hey.
Anthony, I think somebody doubled with you there. If you could come back, W2AJV. Yeah, nothing heard. Let's move on to Mike, K6AAN. Good morning.
And good morning to everybody on the Brew Crew. Yeah, it's negative on the pool around here. Too expensive and a whole lot of work. Back to net control. This is K688.
Very good, Mike. Hope you have a great weekend and appreciate checking in so early. Perry, K4PJM. Good morning.
Well, good morning to everybody on the Brew Crew. Yes, we do have a swimming pool. It's because we live in an HOA. Everybody knows the pluses and minuses, but that happens to be one of the pluses you enjoy. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. K4 PJM, back to net.
Oh, thank you, Perry. Hope you have a good weekend as well and appreciate you checking in. Bill, N5JOJ.
To you, Bill. Morning to the brew crew there. Let's see here on the res in northeast Oklahoma. It is kind of a warm start, about 78, and it's been kind of warm up towards the 90s there, so we're looking about the same there. And no, I do not have a pool. Never had a pool, so there you go. The kids used to go to the pool all the time, but never had one myself there, so that answers the question there. Everyone have a super weekend coming up for sure there, so thanks for taking my check-in. Love that text line, N5JOJ.
Oh, thank you, Bill. We love it too, and hope you have a great weekend as well. Stephen, 82 KP. '82 KP, Stephen, you with us? Yeah, might be getting a cup of coffee. You can check back with us. Let's go to Mike. N8HLN, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Bill, Vicky, and the crew. From the east side of Detroit, we're at 69 degrees. We do not have a pool at the house, but there is one at the city park. But since the question is, do you have one at your home, my answer would be no. Everyone have a great weekend, and 73 to all, and HLN.
Yeah, very good, Mike. Hope you have a great weekend as well, and appreciate you checking in with us. Let's see, let's make some quick announcements here. Today's Friday, 8 o'clock tonight, YouthNet. Bring the children, grandchildren, third-party traffic's appreciated. Tomorrow morning, Saturday, 9 a.m., 40 meter net, 7.245. And Saturday night, 11 p.m., Trivia Net. And this morning, following the morning brew, will be the second cup with Dick and Vicky. And see, it's close enough. We'll turn it over to Jeff, KE0GKF, along with Vicky on the log. I'd like to thank everybody for checking this morning, and hope you have a great weekend. It's all yours, Jeff.
Well, thank you, Bill. Great first hour. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jeff, KE0GKF. I'm located in Omaha, Nebraska. We're looking for a high today of about 96 degrees. We're going to be heat indexes in the triple digits, so great day to be in a pool. This question Bill came up with, but certainly resonates with me. I'm in a pool every single day, year-round. I was in a pool yesterday. I'll probably be in the gym. I'll be in a pool today. I'll be in the pool tomorrow. It's something I do year-round, so certainly love my pools. Have access to about 5 of them. We're ready for another round of check-ins. Please come twice and slowly for Vicky.
KFE K7VWP Kilo 7 Victor Whiskey Papa Kilo 7 Victor Whiskey Papa in and out. Kilo Charlie 8 Kilo Juliet Oscar Kilo Charlie 8 Kilo Juliet Oscar mobile.
Juliet 1 Sierra, November Juliet 1 Sierra, Eric in Vermont.
Kilo Delta 2 Tango Foxtrot Bravo in and out please. Kilo Delta 2 Tango Foxtrot Bravo in and out please.
Kilo Foxtrot 6 Hotel Delta Juliet. Kilo Foxtrot 6 Hotel Delta Juliet mobile.
November 8 Romeo Whiskey Foxtrot, that's N8RWF. Please check me in and out, that's in and out. Good morning, Jeff.
This is Kilo 6 Lima, November, India. K6L9, Lancelot, Hayward, California. Kilo Alpha 1, Delta Mike Alpha, KA1, DMA, mobile, in and out. Kilo Romeo, Echo, Victor. Kilo Romeo 4, Echo, X-ray, Victor. John, down in Florida, in and out. Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Oscar Union. Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Oscar Union.
November 2, India Sierra Kilo. November 2, India Sierra Kilo.
KF8 DWF. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie Whiskey Foxtrot. Okay, looks like I've got the reflector. Looks like we've got a great list here. So I'm going to move for speed. Moving from the bottom up, KG CFM, KF8 CWF. Brian, you're one of the mobile stations here on the list, so hang tight. You're going to be up quick. N2ISK, N1WEB, KD4 COU, N5GI, KR4 EXV. John from High Springs, Florida, you were an IO this morning. Have a great day. Stay cool down there in Florida. Another IO, KA1 DMA, Dave, Grand Isle, Vermont. Dave, have a great weekend. K6 LNI, N8 RWF, Bill from Trenton, Michigan, you were an IO. Have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in. KF6 HDJ, Brent, you're mobile. You're going to be the first up. Hang tight. KD2 TFB, Joe from Cheektowaga, New York, you were an IO. Have a great morning. NJ1S, KC8 KJO. K7VWP, Mike from South Ogden, Utah. You are an IO. Have a great weekend, Mike. Thanks for checking in. We had a station out there with the question mark Vicky's got on it, KF8APF, something like that. If you sounded like KF8APF, give us your call sign so Vicky can get it right. Station out there with a call that sounds like KF8APF. What's your call? We'll check back here and see if we can get that station, but we'll go in and out if we can. And at the top of the list, we have NOTIS. Let's get to these two mobile stations first. KF6 HDJ, Brent, Pensacola, Florida. Brent, the question of the day is, do you have a swimming pool?
Well, good morning, Jeff, and everyone on the net. No, I don't have a swimming pool. And everyone have a great day. 78 here in Florida. KF6 HDJ, back to net control.
Brent, have yourself a great weekend and stay cool. Let's go to our other mobile station, Brian, in Warren, Michigan. KF8CWF. You busting out the beach balls and the floaties this weekend, Brian?
Good morning, Jeff and Vicky, KF8CWF.
I absolutely do have a pool at the house, and I'm in it almost every day, rain or shine, because some of that maintenance has to get done, even if it's raining. I will be enjoying it, especially today. Humidity's high here in the Detroit area. KF8 CWF, back to net control.
Well, get the heck out of my way, Brian. I'm coming. I'm joining you. Cannonball. Have a great weekend. Let's go to the top of the list to Thomas in Memphis, Michigan. KC8KJO. Thomas, the microphone's yours. KJO. Good morning to everybody in the Brew Crew on out there in the radio land. No, I have a pool. Too expensive to put up, fill, maintain, all the rigmarole, including safety issues. Nope, I'll just go cooler to the beach. Back to net, everybody have a great weekend. This is Kilo Charlie 8, Kilo Juliet Oscar. Had the ID there real quick. All right, well, Thomas, stay cool and have a great weekend. Let's go to Otis in Beaumont, Texas, N-O-T-I-S, just like your name. Otis, good morning.
That's why we noticed Otis, right? This is N0TIS. Hello, Jeff. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It sounds like you really are. Let's see. Here today, it's going to be hot. Temperatures in the low to mid-90s. Heat indices just over 100, so a pool would be very nice. Don't have one, though. Try to get a Walmart pool every now and again. Kids bug me about that. But normally, we just go to the neighborhood creek, and it does the trick. You don't have to have chemicals. It's just all natural. So we're going to have a great day. Hopefully, everybody will have a great weekend. N0TIS, Otis, have a great day. Well, you know, pros and cons to natural there, Otis. I like a nice clear, you know, if it's got chemicals in it, but a nice clear pool myself. You have a great morning. Let's go to Eric in Shelburne, Vermont, NJ1S. Good morning, Eric. Yes, good morning to you and everyone else on the net. This is NJ1S, Vermont, and to answer the morning question, yes, I do have an actual pool. I have not used it, though, in a year or so it's been a while, unlike you that use it every day. You know, this year so far, I've been a couple of times in the mountain springs of Vermont. Now, let me tell you, that's beautiful. The water is so clean and crisp in the mountains, you can literally drink the water without worrying about, you know, bacteria and things of that nature. It's really purified. If you don't mind, also at the same time, I'm curious, you had mentioned a call from Vermont that was from Grand Isle. Would you mind repeating that call? I wanted to look that person up just to see who they were in Grand Isle. Also, at the same time, I'd like to mention to everybody in the upstate New York, Vermont area that there is a ham festival tomorrow on the 9th of August from 8 to 12 at the VF St. Albans, Vermont. It's the St. Albans Amateur Radio Club ham fest from 8 a.m. again until 12 noon. So back to net control. Thanks for letting me check in and get that info out. 7-3 and have a great day. Over.
Okay, there's a few that checked in actually from Grand Isle, Vermont, but the last one, I just scrolled up the list, let's see, is KA1DMA. That's Kilo Alpha 1 Delta Mike Alpha. Dave from Grand Isle, Vermont. He was in and out, so maybe that helps you out as well. And of course, you can look at our logs
2 as well, and you'll see that. Have a great weekend. Let's go to K6LNI, Lancelot in Hayward, California. Good morning, Lancelot. Over to you.
Well, good morning. Good morning to everyone on the Brew Crew. That would be no. I'd have to settle for the Pacific Ocean. Have a great weekend. Have a nice day. K6LNI.
You know, the last time I was near the ocean, it's been a while, but, you know, I remember when I got close and I'd come over the horizon and all I'd see was that ocean. To me, that was different. You know, you see that stuff every day. It was like, wow, you could smell the salt water in the air. I'm like, whoa, yeah. I miss that. Have a great weekend. Rick in the Villages, Florida, N5GI, good morning.
Good morning, Jeff, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew Crew. Happy Friday. It's a beautiful day down in the Villages. Temperature's only about 72 degrees at the moment. We'll be getting up in the 90s, I'm sure. And yes, to answer the question, we do have a pool in the backyard. So, of course, when you live in Florida, that kind of goes with the territory. Back to you, Jeff, N5GI.
Rick, have a great weekend. We made it. Stephen in Elkmont, Alabama, KD4COU. It's Fun Button Friday, Stephen. Push the fun button.
Yes, definitely a fun button Friday, that's for sure. And answer the question is, yes, I do have a pool, and in this brutally hot summer it's been a blessing for sure. Back to the net. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, I agree, Stephen. What a heck of a way to say the heck with you, heat, and jump right in and cool off. I love it. And to me, the 90s is the best temperature range, is the best temperature to be in. And when it's 70s and 80s, it's too cool by the pool. Have a great day. Let's go to Webb in Collierville, Tennessee, N1WEB.
Pool this summer, N1WEB.
I can't argue with that. You have a great weekend. Bob in Woodbridge, New Jersey, N2ISK. You got the floaties out? We'll give it another go. Bob going once, going twice, N2ISK.
Victor Kilowatt 1, do you see tomato?
Okay, Juicy Tomato, we're not taking check-ins yet, but once we finish up this list. N2ISK, we're going to put Bob in as an IO. He can always try back again. Let's go to Robert in Deltona, Florida, KJ4ZFM. Robert, do you have a swimming pool? Okay, going once, going twice. Again, Robert, KJ4ZFM. Are you with us?
Yes, I am with you. I am, yes, I am with you. This is the second time I'm checking in. I'm having some problems up here in Pennsylvania. I'm up here on vacation. So this portable station's having a little bit of a problem. But anyway, yes, I do have a pool. Everyone have a blessed day. KJ.
Okay, Robert, you have a blessed weekend as well. Let's go to John in New Bern, North Carolina, KQ4 GKO.
Good morning, Brew Crew. No, we do not have a pool here, and it would have been nice. It's been a very hot summer, as many on the East Coast have noted, and but the last week or so, we've really cooled off. It's been nice. I don't want to go back into the heat, but it looks like next week we will. But for today, the high is going to be about 80 degrees, so we're not far from the ocean and the river, so we've got water around that we can get to. Anyway, 73s, everybody. Have a good day. KQ4 GKO. Clear. All right, John. Thanks for checking in this morning. Have a great weekend. Couple of announcements briefly. First off, the text line, if you forgot the number, is 716-317-9050. Again, 716-317-9050. You just put your call in your phone. Vicky will get you on the log as soon as she gets it. And of course, our new system we've been working with, and it works great. If you want to email your call sign, that's text@ecr.radio. Just simply email text@ecr.radio. Put your call sign in there, either in the subject line or the body of the email. Vicky will get you in there. There will be a second cup coming up at the top of the next hour, so stick around. It's Friday, so stick around and say good morning to Dick and Vicky. Let's go to Bob, KQ8U in Ecorse, Michigan. Over to you, Bob. Good morning. Do you have a swimming pool?
Morning, Jeff, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. No, I do not have a swimming pool. There is one across the street, though, my. Every great thing ski on a second cup. KQ8U, back to that.
All right, Bob. Thanks for checking in. Have a great weekend. Doug in Homosassa, WA8CLG. Push the fun button, sir.
This is WA8CLG, and I got the button pushed. And good morning, everybody. And no, I do not have a pool, not any longer. When I first moved to Florida, we built a home with a nice pool, and I must say that we enjoyed it very much. But friends from the north would come down, and the conversation always led to, what's it cost you to maintain that pool? And my answer was always, I don't know, and I don't want to know. Everybody have a good day and a good weekend. WA8CLG. Back to you, Jeff.
Yeah, I agree, Doug. I leave it to the pros in all the pools that I swim in. That way they're not green and they're nice and crystal clear and all that stuff. Have a great weekend. Let's go to Bill in Hobbs, New Mexico, KI5PMI.
Good morning, Jeff, everybody on the brew. No, I do not have a pool. Rest of my day, just took the day off, so I'll take it easy. Hope everybody else has a great day and a great weekend. KI5PMI. Back to net.
All right, Bill, have yourself a great weekend, sir. Good talking, good hearing you out there. Let's go to the Godfather, WB2JPQ. Good morning, Dick.
Hey, morning, Jeff. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, everyone. I had one. It's long gone. We enjoyed it when the kids were small, but it was great to have it. I thought about it this past few weeks when it's been so very hot and humid up here in western New York. We'll see everybody on the second cup, like Bill and Jeff mentioned. We'll just find out what's on your mind this morning and let everybody try to get in and talk a little bit. So back to you, Jeff. This is Dick, WB2JPQ.
Well, thank you, Dick, and we'll try, everybody will, and all of us, and we'll talk to you at the beginning of the next hour. Let's go to Randall in Brownstown, Michigan, K8UFM. Good morning, Randall.
Well, good morning, and good morning to everyone on frequency. This is K8UFM, and the answer to the question is nope. Just like making a virtual hole to add water, I can see that in any puddle or any stream or any lake here in Michigan. But with that said, hope everyone has a great weekend, and back to net control. This is K8UFM. Oh, and good morning to NHZFH, if he's there listening, the next one on the list.
You're obviously looking at the log, Randall. Yes, and have a great morning. He is up next. And, you know, there's always the garden hose. You know, if you're doggone hot and you don't have access to a pool, just walk out into the driveway and grab the hose and hold it over your head. That'll get off, too. Have a great morning, Randall. Let's go to Gary in Woodhaven, Michigan, N8CFH. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Jeff, Vicky, Randall, and the crew. And no, I don't have a pool. Kind of happy I don't, because our daughter, who lives around the block, has a pool. And I've been helping her with that all summer, and that's more than enough fun. Ha-ha. Please check me in and out, Jeff. Hope everybody has a great weekend. And HZFH, back to net.
To be you. I'm kidding. You have a great morning. Let's go to Bill in the Villages, Florida, KR4CKC. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Jeff, and the rest of the brew. Put me down for a no. Had one when we lived in Tampa. Do not have one here in the Villages. So that's a no. KR4CKC. Everybody have a good weekend. 73s.
All right, Bill, have yourself a great weekend as well down there in Florida. Rounding out the list, and we'll be ready for another round of check-ins, is Scott from Memphis, Tennessee, KY4NV. Good morning, Scott.
Well, good morning, Jeff, and everybody on the Brew Crew, and Brother Randall. They're peace listening this morning. Happy Friday, y'all. Well, we have access to the mighty Mississippi, not too far from the house, but take a life jacket. KY4NB, back to net. Thanks for doing it, Jeff, and all behind the scenes.
All right, Scott. Yeah, the clearest river I was ever in was Colorado. It travels right through the desert, and it's the dividing line between Arizona and California. When I was out there, it was about 115 degrees. We were out, and it was just crystal clear. You see, right, you could walk out in it, and it was nice and clear. Cold water traveling right through the desert of the Colorado. Amazing. We're ready for another round of check-ins. Please come twice and slowly.
Kilo Echo 8 Foxtrot Zulu Yankee. Kilo Echo 8 Foxtrot Zulu Yankee.
Kilo Oscar 4 Foxtrot Bravo Mike. Kilo Oscar 4 Foxtrot Bravo Mike.
EFY.
Yeah, I don't know what
KQ4 EFY.
November Whiskey 4, Quebec. November Whiskey 4, Quebec. Quebec, KB0 VKL. That's Kilo Bravo 0, Victor Kilo Lima.
November 2, India Sierra Kilo. November 2, India Sierra Kilo. Back. I got disconnected.
Charlie 3, Foxtrot Golf Delta. Kilo, Charlie 3, Foxtrot Golf Delta.
Okay, let's go with this list right here. From the bottom up, for speed, KC3FGD, Ray, you're mobile, you're going to be first. N2ISTK, Bob, you're going to be second since this is your second try and you had some trouble. KDOVKL, W2EM, NW4Q, KQ4EFY, KE6MAE, K4HD, KO4FBM, KE8FZY at the top of the list. But let's go to the mobile station, Ray in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Ray. KC3FGD. The question of the day in review is, do you have a swimming pool?
Hey, good morning, Jeff, Vicky, and everyone on the crew here. Hey, by the way, I'm not mobile. I don't know why you're picking me up that way. Anyway, very fortunate here in the village, in the Masonic Village. We have 3 pools, 2 outdoor, one's Olympic-sized pool, and 1 indoors. Hey, everyone, have a wonderful day. Back to net control.
All right, Ray. Well, we heard a little bit of noise, path noise, kind of sound on your signal, so we assumed. So we just thought we'd go first with you there. But you're highly readable. Have a great morning. Checked in on the last round, but had some trouble there. Bob, let's go to you in Woodbridge, New Jersey. N2ISK, good morning, Bob. Do you have a swimming pool?
Okay, good morning. Yeah. No, I don't. No, I don't. When we were growing up as kids in the 50s and 60s, we always had one in the back of the house. But not anymore. Not anymore. I've moved on a long way. So we actually, even when we were kids, we went swimming in lakes and things in New Jersey. And also went camping all over the United States. I remember particularly Sedona, Arizona. There was a campground there that we stayed at. There was a waterfall and a swimming hole. And if you stayed in there for more than 3 minutes, you turned blue and froze. So, in minutes, a few minutes. All right, so anyway, good to get back and talk to you again, N2ISK. Have a good day.
All right, Bob, glad we picked you up this time. You have a great weekend. Let's go to William in Grosse Pointe Woods, Michigan. KE8FZY. Good morning, William.
Morning. Thanks for running the net here. I didn't have one until recently, and now that I have one, I just realized I'm just way too busy to use it, and when I do have time, I'm too busy chasing the water leak. So hopefully this weekend I'll find some time to enjoy it, since it's going to be good and hot. But it is nice. The daughter loves it, and so does the wife, so that's what matters. Anyways, thanks again for the net. Back to you. This is KE8FZY.
All right, William. Well, good to hear you out there, and you have a great weekend, sir. Jose, your lucky 100th check-in of the day from St. Cloud, Florida, KO4 FBM. Good morning, Jose.
good morning, Jeff, Vicky, and the rest of the Morning Brew. Well, when it rains really hard, I got a slope in the back of the house, and it hits on the right below, and it gets full of water. No, I don't have a pool, Jeff. You have a wonderful weekend. You take care, man.
Well, I wouldn't have it any other way, Jose. At one place, a pool that I frequent, they call me Water Rat. I am. Always find me in the pool. Have a great weekend, Jose. Kevin in Canyon Country, California, heading over to the other coast. K4HD.
Good morning, Jeff, and everyone on the crew. It's Kevin, K4HD, and happy frozen custard and National Pickleball Day. For the answer, we have 5 pools here in the condo community, and every pool has a jacuzzi as well. So that's a bonus. Have a great weekend. 73 all the way around, K4HD.
Oh yeah, like the saunas and the hot tub myself. Kevin, have a great morning. Let's go to Larry in another station in California, staying over on that side of the USA, in Calamasa, California, KE6MAE. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning, everybody on the Blue Crew, KE6MAE. I did have a pool at one time. Bought a house in 73, put in a pool. Couldn't wait to get rid of that house after the kids were growing enough and we're not using the pool anymore. And I live in a complex now where we have 2 pools. However, the 10 years I've lived here, I have not been in one. I think I had my share when I owned my own pool of been in the water. Thanks for letting us in. It's going to be 100 degrees out here at the West Coast this morning. Just think of it. Of course, you had your heat wave here about a week or 2 weeks ago, if I remember correctly. KE6MAE.
Well, Larry, it's still here. We got a lot of summer left, so hold up on the pumpkin spice stuff. That doesn't come for a while yet. Yeah, we're going to be almost 100 today too, Larry. Have a great weekend. Timothy, Columbia, South Carolina, KQ4EFY. Timothy, one more time, KQ4EFY. You still with us? We'll put Timothy in as in and out for now. He can always try back again. Jim in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, NW4Q. Jim, are you going to be splashing about this weekend?
Hey, Jeff, we don't have a pool, but I did grow up in one of these Tennessee creeks. Have a nice day.
Boy, I certainly played in creeks when I was a kid. Have a great weekend, Jim. Good hearing you. Chuck in Lancaster, New York, W2EM. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, Jeff, Vicky, and the rest of the brewers. No, I never had a pool. Just wasn't set up for it in the different places we were at. However, down in Florida at my place down there, I have a Olympic pool like a little over 100 yards away that we frequent, and I don't have to maintain it. That's the nice part of it. So I don't know about summer, a lot of summer. I'm looking out the window and the wind is blowing and the leaves are just pouring out of the trees, and I'm like, wow, we have an early get out here? I don't know, so we'll see. Anyway, everybody have a great day. W2EM.
Yeah, that does seem kind of early. The last day of summer is September 21st, I believe it is. Don't quote me to the day. Somewhere in there. It's the last day of summer. We've got a lot of summer left. Have a great day, Chuck. KDOVKL, Jacob, I believe it is. KDOVKL. Good morning.
KB0, Victor Kilo Lima. Kilo Bravo 0, Victor Kilo Lima, and the name is Joe. Yeah, I'm returning ham, and I've just recently hooked up the Echo Link and found y'all's group. Hopefully my equipment is doing what it's supposed to do. And an answer to the question is, I've never really needed a pool. Growing up less than a half mile away from the muddy Mississippi here in east central Iowa, I spent a lot of time in there where I could look to the west and see Iowa, look to the east and see Illinois and Wisconsin. So later in life, I ended up building the home I'm in now on a 50-acre lake. That's about 150 yards from home. So I've really never needed to splash around in a pool. I can take my boat out on this one where it's pretty tough to do on a pool. Everyone have a great day. KB0VKL.
All right, Joe. Looks like you might be new to the system, too, over there in Iowa. Welcome to the East Coast Reflector and the Morning Brew. Check in more often. You can check us out at eastcoastreflector.com. And if you're current on QRZ with your email, you'll get a welcome letter from us, too. Have a great day. Let's go to Bob and try him again in Woodbridge, we already did Bob. I'm sorry. I went to him first. Let's go to Bernie in Portsmouth, Ohio. AA8WI. Good morning, Bernie.
Good morning to everyone on the crew. Let's see. We do not have a pool. We had a large above-ground pool for years, but as the grandkids got older and weren't using it so much, we didn't want to have to take care of it anymore. So we took it down earlier this year, I believe it was, and we probably won't ever have another. So that's my answer. Back to you, 73, excuse me, AA8WI.
All right, Bernie. Thanks for rounding out this list for us, and you have yourself a great weekend. There will be a second cup coming up in about 20 minutes or so at the top of the hour, so stick around and say good morning to Dick and Vicky. Don't have a question, doesn't matter. That's not really what they're about there. They just want to say hello and what's on your mind. We're ready for another round of check-ins. For Vicky, please come twice and slowly.
W5 DBS Whiskey 5 Delta Bravo Sierra.
2
PA Kilo Yankee 4 Bravo Papa Alpha. Mike in Lexington, Kentucky. In and out.
W2 CJM W2 CJM Mobile. India 4 Echo Golf Quebec. Kilo India 4 Echo Golf Quebec.
Bravo Alpha Delta.
Five Charlie Papa Oscar. Kilo Charlie 5 Charlie Papa Oscar Mobile.
Okay, let's go with this list from the bottom up. KC5CPO, Dave, looks like you might be mobile. We'll go with you first or second here. KR4BAD, KI4EGQ, KD6YTS, KY4BPA, W2CJM, Charles, you're mobile, you're going to be up first. Hang tight. KC2JPQ, W5DBS, and at the top of the list is KNOLZE. But before we get to you, Todd, let's go to the mobile stations here. Charles in Selden, New York. W2CJM, good morning, Charles.
Good morning, everybody. I do have a pool. I had a pool for the last 35 years. Thanks for doing the net. Have a great day. Be safe. Have a good weekend.
All right, Charles, you have yourself a great weekend, sir. Thanks for checking in. Let's go to our other mobile station, Dave in Burleson, Texas. KC5CPO. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, everyone on the Brew Crew. Thanks for taking my check-in. Could be a hot one here in north central Texas under heat advisories and all that fun stuff. So yeah, summer's still got its grip on us. I grew up with a pool as a kid. A lot of maintenance. So typically, if we want to spend some time in the water, we'll go someplace where it's maintained by someone else. 7-3. Everyone have a blessed day. KC5CPO.
That is the only way to go. Yeah, we have one here at the apartment complex, and then I have membership and pay monthly dues through gyms and such, and let the pros do it. Have a great morning. Let's go to Todd in Redstone Arsenal, Alabama. KNOLZE.
Well, I never owned or maintained a pool. I always had what I agreed to be convenient opportunities at other people's pools. I had memberships. I had a lake close to my house, the country club, those kinds of things. And after moving to Alabama, it seemed like the pool might be the thing to do, but on account of the humidity, you really don't get the respite you think you're going to get out of that. So there's a lot of folks that are transplants that go for the pool, and those pools just kind of sit in the sun and get really, really warm, and they don't offering that cooling, refreshing kind of a deal. So like a lot of others, I'm into the convenience of the pool, but not the maintenance of pool. Enjoy your weekend.
And you do the same. Have a great weekend as well. Let's go to David in Houston, Texas, W5DBS. Fun Button Friday, David. Push it.
Good Friday to everybody on the crew. Made it every day this week so far. We had a pool for 35 years. When we moved into the current house we have, there's no pool. My son lives in the other house. He has the pool now. Always enjoyed it, and I do miss it. Back to you guys. This is W5DBS in Houston, Texas. I'll talk to you Monday.
All right, David, thanks for checking in. We'll talk to you Monday as well. Same crew here, Fridays and Mondays. Have a great day. Let's go to Frank in Lancaster, New York, KC2JPQ.
Good morning, Jeff, and everybody on the brew. Never had a pool. When I was a kid, we used to go to the town pools. And TGIF, thank God it's Friday, and we made the weekend. So do something fun, and I'll say 7-3, send it back to the net, KC2JPQ.
Something fun like splash about in a pool. You know, if you've got one of those big farm, water trough or water pools, you know, that they're to feed the livestock, fill one of those things up and jump in it. Great fun. Let's go to Michael in Lexington, Kentucky, KY4BPA. Michael trying one more time here. Oh, KY4 BPA. Well, nothing heard from Michael. We'll put him in as in and out. Let's go to KD6YTS. Lewis from Margate, Florida. Heading down to Florida. Lewis, good morning. Lewis, you still with us? KD6YTS. We'll put Lewis in as in and out this morning. Have a great weekend, Lewis. Let's go to Bill in Woodstock, Georgia, KI4EGQ.
Good morning, KI4EGQ, Woodstock, Georgia. We did not have a pool, but we had access to one, I guess, during the summer, but seems like there were times traveling cross country. Interstate 85 on the border between South Carolina and Georgia, it would be so hot in the summer we'd stop at a boat ramp there on Lake Hartwell, right? And, jump in the water right there at the boat ramp. Swim around for a couple minutes, get in the car, and continue down the road. And I think we'd be dry in about 10 minutes. Well, that was in the days before air conditioning, I guess. But anyway, thanks for checking in, and y'all have a good weekend.
Yeah, okay, well, thanks for checking in. I'm sorry, I was being talked to in the sidetracked in the Zoom room. Have a great weekend, Bill. Let's go to David, KR4BAD. Good morning, Jeff, and everybody else on the brew this morning. Yeah, I had a pool when the kids were little, but now it's much nicer to look for one when we go on vacation for a week. Let somebody else deal with the maintenance. I hope everybody has a good rest of the day and rest of the weekend, and this will be KR4BAD back to net. All right, David, you have a great weekend over there in the Carolinas. We have Mark and Carlos that chimed in by the text line while we were doing that list. We're ready for another round of check-ins. We've got time. Please come with your call signs twice and slowly for Vicky, please.
Whiskey 9, Tango India Mike. Whiskey 9, Tango India Mike. In and out.
Delta India Quebec. 2, Juliet Papa Delta. DIQ. In and out.
Juliet Papa Delta.
KR4, EMM, in and out. KT4, Zulu, Delta Foxtrot. KT4, Zulu, Foxtrot. Kilo, Delta, Kilo, Alpha, Kilo. Kilo, Delta 2, Kilo, Alpha, Kilo, in and out.
November Whiskey 3 United NW3U. KF8 EDQ Kilo Foxtrot 8 Echo Delta Quebec. In and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 0 Romeo Papa Sierra. KF 0 RPM, in and out.
November Whiskey 3 United NW3U.
XT, Whiskey Delta 4, Oscar X-Ray Tango, in and out.
KQ4PYF, John Houston.
Okay, we'll go with this list right here. It'll probably take us to the top of the hour. Starting from the bottom, KQ4PYF, WD4 0XT, KFO RPS. Rick, you were an IO this morning from Colorado. Have a great day. KE2 EEU, KF8 EDQ, NW3U, KD2 KAK. Brian from Carthage, New York, you were an IO this morning. Have a great weekend. KQ4 ZDF, KR4 EMM, KD6 DIQ. Todd from Yucca Valley, California, you were an IO. Thanks for checking in, Todd. We had a station that had a JPD in your call sign. Give us the full call sign, please.
November 2, Juliet Papa Delta. November 2, Juliet Papa Delta.
Dennis, thanks for correcting that for us. Hang tight. W9TIM, Tim from Groveland, Florida. You were an IO. Thanks for checking in. Have a great weekend. N5TRP, N1CBM, and at the top of the list we have W5MHG, Mark from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Mark and everyone on this list, the question of the day is, do you have a swimming pool? Over to you, Mark.
Okay, very good. W5MHG, Gracie says, bow wow, yippee-yi-yay, with 74 degrees in the backyard. Oh, Gracie has a baby pool, and we put her in there and wash her up when she's smelly. Thanks so much for Vicky for putting us all up there and taking care of us. We do appreciate it. W5MHG from the land of enchantment. And everybody say it together. We love that line. 7-3.
Well, thanks for checking in as always, Mark. Keep Gracie cool and have a great weekend. And yes, anyone, as we all know, but as a reminder, keep your animals cool, this weekend if they're outside in the shade or inside, preferably on these almost triple-digit temperatures. If you're hovering around there, keep them hydrated and splashing about in the water out there if they're outside. Let's go to Carlos in Hollywood, Florida, N1CBM. Good morning, Carlos.
Morning, Jeff, Bill, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. It's bipolar weather down here in Florida with 79 degrees. Woke up to sunshine a couple of hours ago, then went through a storm, brought the car for service, waiting for it, came outside, blasting my face with the solar radiation right now. It's South Florida in summer. Well, surviving the day already. But no, we don't have a pool. I live in an HOA. The community has a pool, but I don't have to clean it. I don't have to take care of it. I only pay for those guys to come and do the maintenance to the entire community. All right, TGIF. And I'm going to send it back to you, Jeff. Have a great one, everybody. N1CBM.
All right, Carlos, fly the friendly skies safely as always. Yeah, vitamin D production. Good for you. Everything a man needs. Let's go to Tyron in Fort Worth, Texas. N5 TRP. Good morning, Tyron. N5 TRP, are you still with us this morning? We'll put him in as in and out this morning. Have a great weekend, Tyron. Let's go to Dennis in Depew, New York. N2 JPD. Dennis, splashing about the pool. Do you have one?
Good morning, Jeff, everybody on the Brew Crew. No, I do not currently have a pool. I had one in the past when my kids were younger, and we had one when I was a kid. And this summer, I probably would have enjoyed having one. Back to you, Jeff. That's to JPD.
All right, well, have a great weekend, and thanks for checking in on the 220 repeater. Let's go to Vincent in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, KR4EMM. Good morning, Vincent.
Morning, everybody. Yes, we have a pool, and have a wonderful weekend, and this is KR4EMM, back to the net.
All right, Vincent, short, sweet, and fast, and you have a great weekend, and keep cool in the pool. Let's go to Bill in Monticello, Kentucky, KQ4ZDF.
My friend, and the answer to the question this morning, no sir, do not have a pool. I almost drowned it a few years back, and I don't need a pool. But you have a great day, and a better day tomorrow. KQ Delta Foxtrot.
Well, Bill, I'm sorry to hear about that experience, and stay cool and hydrated this weekend, sir. Good hearing you out there. Let's go to David in Garner, North Carolina, NW3U. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Jeff, and everybody on the brew this morning. Hope this well. I do not have a pool. I'm a non-swimmer, so just be a big hole with water in it to me. But have a nice weekend. Stay cool if that's appropriate. We're going to be a little cooler today and maybe a little wetter. But everybody have a good time. We'll try to check in with you Monday morning. 73's NW3U.
Well, all right, David. Bill, Vicki, and I will be here on Monday as always. We look forward to hearing you too. Let's go to Michael in Saginaw, Michigan, KF8EDQ.
Thank you for doing the net today, and I don't have a pool, but I have the next best thing, which is a friend and neighbor that has a pool, and all I have to do is show up, so that's probably the best option. So thanks again for doing the net. This is KF8EDQ, and I'll be clear.
Best way to go, David. Somebody else takes weekend. Let's go to Rildy in Winter Springs, Florida, WD4OXT. Good morning, Rildy.
Good morning, everyone, and everyone on the crew here. Yes, I do have a pool, and it looks like it's a must here in Winter Springs in the summer. Everyone have a great weekend.
All right, thanks for checking in, Rildy. Let's see, did I get KE2EEU, David in Manawis, New York. Good morning, David.
Actually, it's probably Kilo Alpha 2 Echo Echo Uniform. Kilo Alpha 2 Echo Echo Uniform. I do not have a pool. No, sir. KE2EEU. Have a great day.
All right, Scott. Yeah, thanks for clarifying that for us on the call. We appreciate it. It happens sometimes. You know, it's a fast net. You have a good morning. Sounding great. Let's go to Eli, KQ4PYF. Good morning, Eli.
Good morning, Al, and everybody on the Brew Crew. No, I do not have a pool, actually. But, like the other guy said, I got the next best thing. Grandparents have a single rod down at the beach. We're right on the water, so I can get there anytime I want. That's about the only pool that I need. Everybody have a great morning. Stay hydrated. Enjoy the last bit of this.
Well, Eli, thanks for checking in this morning. Have yourself a great weekend. We got 2 more to round out the net here. Let's go to Daryl in Epsom, New Hampshire. WB1DXN by the text line. Daryl, good morning. Do you have a swimming pool?
One DXN. Good morning to Vicky and Jeff and the rest of the morning crew. Here in Epsom, it's about, 7 degrees, 19 Celsius. Going to get a high of 81, 27 Celsius. There is no pool here where I live, so there could be one available if I wanted to go to one, so over to my brother-in-law's house. And the daughter goes over there quite often. Other than that, everybody have a safe day and weekend. Situational awareness, remember that. If you're driving or whatever, you have an out in case something drastically happens in front of you quickly or from behind you. Everybody, other than that, have a great day and weekend. WB1, DXN, clear.
Well, Daryl, thanks for the information, and you have yourself a great weekend. Rounding out the net and put a bow on it for us this week for the Friday edition is you, Anna, in Beaver, Pennsylvania, KD3AJN. Good morning, Anna.
Good morning, Jeff and Vicky and the crew in there. I was beginning to think I wasn't going to get in this, but I was a little... But, no, we do not have a pool. Everybody have a good weekend and stay safe. KD3AJN.
Well, thank you, Anna, and you have yourself a great weekend as well, and stay hydrated and cool, and that's what the whole rule. Be cool at the pool, and everybody have a good weekend. My name is Jeff, KE0GKF, on behalf of Bill, Vicky, Dick in the Zoom room. Mark's been with us all morning too. And want to say 7-3, everybody stay cool and hydrated this weekend. Seems like it's hot all over. A lot of connections still with us this morning, and we're going to send it over to Dick and Vicky for the second cup. Dick will put about a 20-second delay in here for stations that need to connect and disconnect. Everyone, have a great morning. And second cup coming up, 7-3.
Good morning, everyone. This is Dick WB2JPQ along with Vic, K8VKY. The whole gang in the ECR Zoom room. We're doing the second cup this morning. Anna, so come in here and we'll make sure you get up at the top of our list and chat with us. Much more relaxed and a lot slower than that. We'll just talk about what's on your mind today. Anybody, anywhere, like to go see if we have any mobiles. See if we have any mobiles that would like to get in here with us this morning. Once again, this is Dick, WB2JPQ.
Good morning,
Kilo, Delta 2, Uniform Golf, Quebec, KD2, UGQ, Mike from Shirley.
Zero Romeo Papa Sierra, Rick in Colorado, KS0 RPS.
We got you, Rick. We got Doug in Lubbock, and we got Bob via the text line. I didn't acknowledge him before. And I guess it's KD2UGQ. That's Mike from Shirley. We got you, Mike. Mobile. Let me go to Doug. Good morning. Lubbock, Texas. W5VEO. Good morning to you, Doug. And in the second cup here, we just talk about anything. It's a much slower pace. So what's on your mind this morning?
Gonna try to hide from the heat, which normally we get like 30, 45 days prior than what we've gotten it this year, so it's actually been a great year so far as the temperatures go, I think I hit my first century mark as far as electric bills just this last month for July, so I'm not going to complain. Been hiding from the heat, I guess, all summer so far, and haven't been getting up early enough for the morning brew the last 2 or 3 days, so was glad to catch the second cup here. Good morning to all on the net, W5VEO Mobile.
Nice to have you with us, Doug. And I got a question for you this morning. We had a young lady in the Zoom room last night from Lubbock, and she was asking the frequency of the other Lubbock repeater. We got you coming in on 443.8. I don't know what the PL is. Do you know, is there another one in Lubbock?
I think Daryl had a simplex node into the East Coast Reflector, but I don't think he has that up anymore. CZX. I think it's just the one that gets into the East Coast Reflector. There are about 14 of them, but I've called out probably on 10 of the 14 and maybe carried on one QSO in 18 months. So I'm glad the Reflector's here, over.
Go home and just relax for the day, or the morning anyway. Then I got to do some equipment swapping for the VA. That's going to be fun. That's about it. I've just been kind of relaxing. Yesterday I got some work done, that's good. But not much. Say good morning to everybody on the Morning Brew, and I'll say, and stay safe. This is KD2UGQ.
Well, nice to have you with us this morning, Mike. It was good to see you in Zoom here a couple of days ago as well. Rick in Colorado, KF0RPS. What you up to today?
Good morning, Jeff. Everybody on the brew. Just enjoying a day off, taking the kids to school, and then plan on getting a lot of projects and other things done around the house this weekend. But other than that, not too much. Back to next week.
To school? Well, they're going to school around here. It's another couple of weeks or the end of the month. I'm not sure, but we were talking about that yesterday in the Zoom room. A lot of places will be starting school soon. We go up to Bob, Ecorse, Michigan. First text check-in this morning. Good morning to you, Bob, KQ8U.
Morning, Dick, Vicky, and the rest of the second cup. Just putzing around here. Today's going to be car show day. It's going to be hot, humid. Wish this heat would break. Got a lot of preparations to do for a 4-hour show, and some meetings there, and figure out our charities and things, and I got to work the logistics about getting the antenna moved. I did some specs on it, should be able to make it work pretty good. Just get it over here. That's all I got, Dick. Have a good day. KQ8U, back to that.
I think if you get that pipe in the ground about 3 feet and mount that vertical on it, you'll have a good signal. Maybe not this week for the 40-meter net, but perhaps the following week. And that reminds me, tomorrow morning, 40-meter net. Come join us at 10 o'clock. We have a great time on Saturday morning. Let me go to Gil in Orlando. K4GDS. Good morning, Gil.
morning, Dick, Vicky. Sorry, I was using a repeater phone and my phone locked up on me there. I had to unlock it and get in. I'm still counting down the days. 4 weeks today, my daughter's wedding. That's been the primary focus right now. And kind of dominating everything on my schedule. But other than that, looking forward to a weekend. Really hot here in Florida. Hottest summer I remember in 26 years I've been down here. So might head over to the pool tomorrow and just try to cool off, or the cement pond as I said earlier. K4 GDS back to net.
Well, it's been hot all over, that's for sure. It's funny, just when I heard one guy say about talk about swimming in a creek. I think when I was a kid, we didn't know what a swimming pool was. We had our watering hole and our swimming hole, if you will. And to this day, there's still people that sneak into the swimming hole that know where it is, but big posted signs, you know. But kids still get in there and have good fun. We got Adam. He's in here, W9AFK. Let me see who else we got. Put you on hold for a minute, Adam. And anybody anywhere like to get in here the second cup and chat with me? Vicky will be up in a few minutes and just to talk about what's on your mind. Anybody anywhere? This is Dick, WB2JPQ.
Kilo Echo 8, Papa Mike Kilo, Kilo Echo 8, Papa Mike Kilo.
KE2
November 2.
Kilo Echo
Delta
November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo. November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo.
Kilo Echo 8, Papa Mike Kilo, Kilo Echo 8, Papa Mike Kilo, Chuck Allenberg.
Kilo Charlie 2, Papa Echo Tango, KC2 PET.
Good morning, Ross. KC2 PET, good to hear you from Alden, New York. Just before Ross, it was a Lima Tango. The Lima Tango station only, please. Station in there just before Ross, near the tail end. All we caught was LT, Lima Tango. I guess we'll mark him down as a short timer, Vicky. We got Dan, we got Roger in Fort Lauderdale, Steven in the Philippines, Mark in Elma, Chuck, Al in Park, Michigan. I think we heard you twice. Now let me go to Adam. He's been patiently waiting via the text line. Good morning to you, Adam, and what's on your mind this morning? W9AFK.
Good morning, everyone. Dick, I met with ARRL last Saturday at a ham fest. I met some of the representatives. Bottom line is we were talking about the HOA legislation, and they are pushing that with their lobbyists. They really want to see this go through, and I know the bill is floating around Washington, and there's a couple of sponsors on the bill, so they definitely want to see this HOA, call it deregulation, passed for amateur radio operators. So this should be interesting if it passes or not. There's also some other legislation going around about, I don't know if anybody's involved with credits. So when somebody checks your credits, it triggers your credits, and then you get a million phone calls. We're just waiting on Trump to sign that bill due to the industry that I work in. So that's like huge. And the other thing is, I got myself in a bit of a pickle tomorrow. Heat index of 105, and we're helping out an 87-year-old ham operator get his antenna back up. So there's 3 of us that are heading out there in this ugly, drastic heat and going to get him back up on HS. So, Dick, back to you. W9AFK, we're standing by.
Well, thanks for the update, and thanks for volunteering to help the gentleman get his antenna back up. Yeah, this HOA business, that's been going on for years and years and years and years and years. I don't know, I certainly hope it goes through. It'll help a lot of people out. Thanks for being there. How about Chuck, Allen Park, Michigan? Good morning, KE8PMK.
Good morning, Second Cup Brew Crew. This is Kilo Echo 8 Papa Mike Kilo, and yes, that is some interesting legislation that's coming through. And matter of factly, I was just reading that bill yesterday on my computer, and am currently getting some phone numbers together to call some representatives in Michigan to get this thing out of committee, because if anybody's wondering where it's at right now, it is stuck in committee, and get it moved forward as fast as possible. I live under homeowner association guidelines, and I can tell you right now, it is a nightmare to have to deploy an antenna and undeploy the antenna in the middle of the night when I want to play on a high frequency. And with that, I'm going to send it back to Net Control and tell everybody to have a great weekend. KE8PMK.
Oh yeah, it is a nightmare, I'm sure. But you know what? I know a lot of people that have put up NFEDs, put up antennas, disguised them, and got away with it. The worst thing you can do is go and ask them. It's pretty tough to see a wire. Good judgment means a lot. Thanks, Chuck. Let's go to Mark, KE2EDS. He's in the Zoom room with us this morning. Good morning, Mark.
Morning, Dick. Good morning, Vicky again. Not too much planned here for the weekend. We might go out to the county fair on Sunday, of course. We have to wait to the hottest day. I don't particularly care to go, but my grandsons are going, so that means I want to go. I want to see them. They'll have a great time. Hopefully we don't roast. Other than that, I just want to say happy Friday to everybody. Have a great weekend. KE2EDS.
Yeah, that's right, Mark. Our Erie County Fair is a very large fair. I think it's one of the largest county fairs in the world, if I'm not mistaken. Started Wednesday. I haven't been there for a few years, but always a good time had by all. Stephen in the Philippines was with us last night. Asking Elmer, being Elmer in our Zoom room. KG1NYS. What is it? The afternoon?
Thank you, Dick. This is Forgo, November Yankee Sierra, Forgo. November Yankee Sierra, my name is... It's actually 21 minutes after 9 in... just a cup nap. Because I just finished running our club's net. Our local club's net. That's why I was able to catch up with the second cup. 7-3 still Dick. And get pretty.
Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the East Coast Reflector every morning from the Philippines. You have a lot of packet loss on your Echo Link. Maybe you just need to do a little restart. Let's go down to Fort Lauderdale. Get words of wisdom from our friend Roger, N4RHE. Morning, Roger.
WB2JPQ. Good morning, Godfather. Thanks for serving a second cup. November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo. I can clearly hear your words, Dick. saying once you get into an HOA, you're screwed. I read today that it is International Cat Day. Also read that cats are intended to teach us that not everything in nature has a purpose. November 4, Roger Ham Enthusiast, return to net.
Well, I can tell you a lot of stories just with cats in the Zoom room over the years. They have ended Zoom meetings. They have screwed up log sheets. Last night, don't remember what was going on, but cats came up almost as a topic of conversation as they were walking around people's houses and so forth. So, cats and ham radio, I guess, Roger, go together. Good morning to Dan and to DGT. Patterson, New York. Boy, I haven't heard anybody from that for a long time. Good morning, Dan.
Oh, good morning, Dick, and good morning to everybody on the second cup. My first time being on it, and it's a pleasure. I usually used to pick up the trivia night when I was working, but being recently retired, well, everything has changed. But boy, speaking of change, the weather is fantastic up here. Absolutely beautiful, a stunning day, and thankfully I'm hearing a lot of talk about you guys down south where you got some super bad heat index. We had that. I think it's coming next week for us for only a little bit. August will hopefully fly by. Other than that, I'm just going to be planning on a nice trip up to Vermont, to the ski lodge. We're in the process of rebuilding a one bathroom and two bathroom on the third floor, and it should be a wonderful day for traveling. Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. And to DGT, back to net control.
Well, congratulations on your retirement, Dan. And your echo-link note sounds real good. I don't know if you're on a phone or a computer or just what, but you sound great. Sound good for echo-link. Oh, very, very good. Ross in Alden, New York. Good morning, Ross. You know, I was thinking about you the other day. There was somebody up in the north town that was having trouble getting into the system, and I couldn't remember what frequency your node was on, but good morning to you.
Well, good morning to you, Dick, and Vicky, and everybody else. Yeah, I'm just getting my node back on the air. The Pi died probably about a month ago. And since I got a new one, I was deciding whether to put Ham Void back on it or All-Star 3. So I put All-Star 3 back on it, and that was a little bit of a learning curve. But just want to make sure everything was playing right and everything was working good before I let it loose. So if you need to know what it is, if you've got pen and paper, or it's even on the All-Star node list lookup. It's in there if you need to really know off the hand. But yeah, first today, I'm going to head out actually to your neck of the woods. I'm going to go to the Erie County Fair, and I'll take the little one and the wife and spend the day out there. So I'm going to turn back to you, Dick. Thanks for everything that you do, and 33s, KC2 PET.
Just give me the PL we got. I got the frequency up here, 147.475. You know, we got the Mark in here in a Zoom room from Elma. I'll bet you he can hit it from Elma. What PL are you using?
Oh yeah, I actually have people that use my node for other things too. From Elma. The PL is 84.5. 84.5.
84.5 it is. Thank you, my friend. Richard, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Thanks for waiting here. KC8FMT. Morning. I had a hard time coming in this morning. What am I going to do today? Celebrate my 81st birthday. And have a little bit of ham radio too. Over to you, KC8FMT. Whoa, happy birthday.
Once you get your credit card out, come on in the Zoom room with us. We'll help you buy some new equipment for your birthday, Richard. Thanks for being there. KQ4GKO via the text line. Good morning, John.
Good morning. I'm trying something different because I'm at work. I'm on a Cat S22 flip phone with Echo Link running, and I thought I'd check in and see how it was going to work. Might make this a thing, but I really love my All-Star note instead. Anyways, good morning to the Second Cup people, and thank you for doing this. 73 is KQ4GKO. Back to next show.
Well, thanks for stopping in from work, and we're certainly looking forward to seeing you and your daughter River tonight on the youth net. I didn't mention it at the top of the net, but we've kind of changed the format for the youth net. I think everybody's going to like it. At least we hope everybody's going to like it. We're actually going to let John's daughter, her name is River, as third party do portion of the net tonight. So we really want to get the kids involved. We're inviting the parents, kids, to come into our Zoom room 7 o'clock or whenever, 7:30, and just chat with us. We're really trying to build up our youth net and get things going. So if you can't get in the Zoom room, chat with us. At least get your kids, grandkids, whatever, grab a kid off the street and bring them in and come in as third party. Let's get our youth interested in ham radio. And John, we really appreciate your effort along with your daughter. We'll see you tonight. I'll take two more, and then I'm going to call for a new list. I'll turn it over to Vicki and let her do a little bit here this morning. Sitting there patiently logging for 2.5 hours. Good morning to David, Sacramento, California, N6QDY.
Yeah, good morning, Dick, Vicki, and thanks for having the second cup. Just thought I'd chime in. Today's my regular day off, so I figured I'd check in. And enjoyed that Ask an Elmer, Be an Elmer. That was kind of a lot of fun. As you know, I was driving home, and you guys took me all the way home. That was pretty quick, and it's a long drive usually out there, so anyways. And I was contemplating on whether or not I should say this, but I think I'm going to say it. So I'm thinking of making a call sign change, and I'll let you know. I'll just keep that under my hat. Otherwise, I've got a few call signs that I'm looking at. So, and let's see. Oh yeah, for Gil, K4GDS, I can empathize with him. My daughter just had a wedding in May. So congratulations to him. And boy, I tell you, I think I put on a few pounds the last year when we were preparing. Let me break. And anyways, man, make that father-daughter dance count. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. So congratulations to you and the family and your daughter. And let's see, that's about it. Back to you there, Dick. Everybody have a great weekend. N6QDY.
Best part is Gil's going to invite us all to the wedding. Thanks, David. Yes, we did have a good time last night. We always do on Ask an Elmer, Be an Elmer. A lot of some very, very basic questions, trying to get some people going. It's surprising. We had some of the people that came in had really never been on the East Coast Reflector before. Had just heard about Ask an Elmer, Be an Elmer, and came in. And of course, the big question was, how do they get in? So we tried to get them going on Echolink, tried to get them going on All-Star and so forth, TV Switch. Vince, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I guess you go by Vincent, or do we shorten it up to Vince? I probably asked you that before. KR4EMM, our last one here before we take a new list. Good morning.
Good morning, and Yes, it's Vince. I just thought Vincent would be easier. A lot of people, I guess, think I say Vince or so anyway, it's Vince. Yes, Vince, please. Thank you very much for asking. The first time that question came up. Anyway, my question this morning is, I'm a new ham, just joined the club, and a few of the members have repeaters. They own them personally, and I was wondering what the process was. We're kind of tied up. I'm on the I think it's W4MOT repeater here, and they're down a lot. And I guess my question is, can a club? What the process? I'm sorry. What the process is to have one of the club member repeaters tied into the East Coast Reflector. I'll come back to you. Thank you.
First of all, Vicky will put your name in as Vince, and you will be known as Vince from now on. We go by, and unless you change the nickname or your name, we go by, what's pulled by QRs. So you're in there, you'll be known as Vince from now on. And as far as, yes, to answer your question, certainly clubs, the more the merrier. We are aware of the situation down there. One of the guys is working with a gentleman from South Florida to try to get one of the higher profile machines connected up, get an all-star note on it, get it connected up. But what club are you referring to, Vince?
It's the Gold Coast Amateur Radio Club.
Yes, we've been in contact with, I can't think of his name, senior moment here, Eric. Been in contact with Eric, and hopefully we're making some headway. We'd like to get one of those repeaters connected up. There is a 220 repeater down there that has an all-star note on it, but are you familiar with those repeaters? I think Eric, I'm not sure what he is in the club, but we have constant negotiation going on recently with Eric.
Honestly, I'm new to the club. Went to one meeting, and hopefully I'll try to find him and talk to him about it at our next meeting. But thank you for the info, and back to you.
So you got a little different approach, and I like it. You're going to the club. We were not working through the club. We were working through an individual. So, but the club certainly would be the way to go. And I know a lot of the South Florida guys, since the Hollywood repeater 44415 has been down for months. Hopefully it's going to come back up. I know we've had negotiations with them over the last week, so hopefully that's going to come back up. But certainly pursue the club avenue. Thanks, Vince. Let me take get a list started here for Vicky so she can get it in. I'll turn it over to her already. 35 past the hour. Anybody anywhere like to get in here and chat with us this morning? This is Dick, WB2JPQ, and this is the second cup.
Kilo 8 Uniform Fox Mike, K8 UFM.
Whiskey Bravo 5 India Tango, WB5ITT in and out this morning. Good morning, everybody.
Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Charlie Victor, KJ5MCV, Ryan out of Houston, Mobile.
Out. Now, please. Whiskey Delta 8, Papa India Charlie, E8 PIC.
Echo 2, Delta Lima Tango, upstate New York.
Kilo Juliet 5, KJ 5, LVN, David Edison Pulpus, no traffic.
Alright, we'll hold up there. This is Vicky, K8VKY with the second cup. And we had KEIROG, KJ5LVN, both in and out. We also had KD2DLT Mike, WD8PIC Bob, AA8KY Billy, in and out. KJ5MCV Ryan, Chris WD5ITT, in and out. K8UFM Randall, and Chuck W2EM. We'll start with Chuck. W2EM, what's on your mind?
Good morning, Vicky and Dick and the rest of the second brewers here. Not much going on here. I'm just trying to figure out for the rest of the day and the weekend. I got a lot of little projects around the house here, so we'll see what's happening there. Now, a week from this weekend is Lighthouse Weekend, so a bunch of us are going down to the Lighthouse a little earlier during the middle of the week and maybe camp out for a while, and it's just a beautiful place to be. And we're going to, camp out there and relax and do some radio work. Be there all set up for Lighthouse Weekend. So hopefully that's my future here. So with that, I'll turn it back to you, and have a great day and a great weekend. W2EM, Chuck in Lancaster, New York.
You too, thanks, Chuck. Randall, K8UFM, good morning.
Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, Dick. This is K8UFM. Trying to get back into the stride of things, planning another POTA outing, and planning actually a 10-park rove when it's much cooler in the upcoming months. Finished the 5-park rove, now planning the 10-park rove. So otherwise, like I said, just trying to get the swing of things. This is K8UFM, back to net control.
Thanks for stopping by, Randall. Ryan, KJ5MCV.
Hello, good morning there, Vicky. Ryan here, KJ5MCV, mobile out of the Woodlands repeater, which is, I think, part of the, they call it Gulf Coast or South Coast Reflector system, by way of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Headed back home this morning. Just got a good breakfast in, and they had some pretty good breakfast there at the hotel. So headed back to the house. Glad you guys picked me up. Hope everybody has a great, and hopefully Friday is over before you know it. KJ5MCV, back to net control.
Yep, this is the East Coast Reflector, and you're coming in through the South Coast Reflector. They're connected to us, as they do for most of our nets. And always welcome. Next up, Bob, WD8PIC.
Good morning. Yeah, I missed the brew this morning because my roommate's getting ready to leave, for a whole bunch of days. And he made me a bunch of special meals, and I wanted to talk with him and have a good time with him and have him tell me some things. I got about 9 or 10 days worth of meals because I have to be on a low salt diet and so forth. So he made it stuff so it's easy. All I got to do is microwave or mix a couple of things for oatmeal and fruit, prepare, and I got other snacks and things, so he can go on his trip up. He's up in Michigan at Cedar Bay. He'll be up there for a week with his large family and friends, so he'll be having a good time. And I'll Leo's hair song from the 70s. And, you know, all that good type stuff. So we're getting ready for a hot weekend and getting ready to have a new roof put on the house. So I got to get a hold of my attorney and get the money taken out for that. And they're also going to plan me a couple of mounts for the antennas. The company's been nice enough to do that for a low band antenna. So I'm really happy. Back to net control, and I will be listening. Everybody have a great rest of the weekend, and hope you get that Florida repeater situation straightened out. And thank you to the two guys here, Ben and Jerry, I think it is, for the two repeaters. And of course PUT that I can sometimes get into. WD8PIC, back to net.
You know, I've been using those repeaters for a few years now, and it just occurred to me that Toledo's represented by Ben and Jerry. Next up, Mike, KD2 DLT. KD2 DLT. Are you still there? Maybe something very similar. I could be off a letter or two. Alright, we'll go to 82 KP.
Everyone on the second cup. I just wondered how I was getting through on DMR, because I was on the morning brew this morning, and for some reason it never went through, and I was walking in and out. So hope everyone has a great day. 82 KP, back to net control.
You're coming through now. I think they went to you earlier, but didn't hear you come back.
That's radio check. 82 KP, everyone have a great weekend.
You too, and that is the end of that list. Next up, we also have K8BYU on the text line. Which, by the way, the text line is 716-317-9050. Text just your call sign. Or you can text it at text@ecr.radio. And for right now, we'll take more check-ins twice as slowly, please.
Kilo 5, Oscar India Tango, K5 OIT, in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 0, Romeo Papa Sierra, Rick in Colorado, KF0 RPF, in and out.
Kilo November 4, 2-tone blue, KN4, Bravo, in and out. Alpha 5, Tango, Bravo, Bravo, in and out.
Whiskey Bravo 8, Oscar Delta Foxtrot, WB8ODF.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Trunk, KI5, WYC, in and out.
Okay, just to clarify, was that KI5WIC, Philip?
WYC, I was just going to do in and out. Thanks for that.
Okay, we got you. Just want to make sure I got the call sign right. We also had WB8ODF, WA5TTD, also in and out. KF0RPS for recheck, in and out. K50IT, in and out. And KA8BYU. Roy, you're up first. Anything on your mind?
Hey, good morning, Vicky, and everybody on the second cup. KA8BYU. Not much, just relaxing and watching my kids, the four-legged ones, sleep. They're sleeping, I'm awake. Oh well. They've got the life. Never dull. Yeah, I hope to see what the new format is tonight on the Usenet. I'll be looking forward to that. So, catch everybody then, hopefully. Back to you.
For the Usenet tonight, it's not drastically different. For the most part, we're going to have an adult working with the kids taking in check-ins. Just kind of make it easier and a little more fun for them. They'll still be asking all the questions and talking to everybody. We'll just make it easy first for them. And we're also taking third-party check-ins. I believe we have River tonight, who's studying for her exam. And next up, WB8ODF, Dave from Mitzi.
Good morning, Vicky, and everybody on the net. This is Dave, WB8ODF in Ypsilanti, southeastern Michigan. Sorry about my voice. I've got a very bad sore throat. Nothing really on my mind. I will be on the net tonight at 8 p.m., and we'll check in there. Thanks, Vicky. WB8ODF.
Respectfully, you sound horrible. Get better soon. And that's the end of that list. We got almost 10 minutes left. Anybody else that would like to get in and out or stick around and talk? This is Vicky, K8VKY, taking more check-ins twice as slowly, please.
Kilo November 4, 2-tone blue, KN4, TTV, in and out this morning.
Good weekend. Kilo Delta 2, Tango Alpha X-ray secure, in and out. KB0VKL, Kilo Bravo 0, Victor Kilo Lima, Joe in Eastern Iowa, in and out.
for you this morning. Just wanted to say have a great weekend.
Alright, handful of in-and-outs. We had K4 KU, Jason in Atlanta, KB0VKL, Joe, Bernard, Iowa. Welcome to the system. KD2TAX, Kevin from the Bronx, and KN4TTB, Steve from Largo, Florida. Everybody else, either in and out or stick around and talk. Twice and slowly, please.
Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Yankee Mike. Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Yankee Mike, in and out.
X-Ray Tango Delta, Victor Echo 3, X-Ray Tango Delta, in and out.
KD2IWN, KD2IWN.
Alright, we got KJ5, JYF, Dalton and Austin, in and out. VE3, XT, Eric, Gravenhurst, in and out. And sticking around is KD2IWN. Tim, what's on your mind?
Good morning, Vicky. Everybody on the brew crew this morning on the second cup. Another day off for me, another Friday off, so wasn't up in time for the first cup, although I'm having my first cup. Yeah, getting my new mower today, my first, probably my first and last zero turn. We'll see how it goes. But excited about that. My yard, even though it's not growing a lot here in western New York because of the extreme heat and lack of rain, I got a bunch of weeds and other things and some blotchy grass in my backyard, and the far back has got leaves falling down from a huge cottonwood tree in the far back, and it looks like fall back there, and I'm having a party tomorrow, and I just wanted to neaten it up, and boy, I'm so glad that it is ready today. It's going to be delivered between 11 and noon, so we're looking forward to getting that taken care of. Good to hear everybody out there today. It's going to be a warm, the heat's coming back to western New York, 90s tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, Tuesday even, I think. We might get a little rain mid next week, and we can really use around here. But not just a quick one, we need a long soaker, but we'll see what happens. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and we look forward to hearing y'all next week. 73, and this is KD2IWN from the home base in North Boston, New York.
Thanks for stopping by, Tim, and have a good weekend. We've got a couple more minutes left, so we'll give one last call out. Stay or go, but twice as slowly, please. Taking more seconds.
To Mike, WI2M, Joe, Juliet, Oscar.
Have any comments? Have a great day, everyone.
N4 BUT, N4 BUT, in and out.
Okay, we got N4 BUT, who, by the way, is Grayson, the Usenet controller, KG4 BUT, his dad, in and out. We had AA8WI, and we also had in there, all I caught was Joe. Can you come back, please?
Good morning. This is Whiskey India 2 Mike, WI2M, Joe, no traffic.
Alright, Joe WI2M, we got you in there. So we got Bernie, AA8WI.
Hey, WI. I'm sorry, Vicky. I didn't know, I didn't hear that you had come back to me. But yeah, I didn't really have any comments. So, hope everyone has a great remainder of the day. And I will turn it back to you and wish everyone 7-3. Hey, WI.
Thanks for stopping by. And have a good weekend. And tonight, 8 o'clock, to use that. Stop by and give the kids some support. This is Vicky, K8VKY, returning the reflector back to normal use.
They said, hey, I was wondering, we hit somebody's FTO and it said last day, and they said the person's name. And I was thinking this dude worked for NOPD for 16 years, and he's riding with a female FTO officer. So the female FTO officer has to go across the lake, and it will be gone between 12 and 3. If you can take a 10-12 with you,